like ever. Usually people are just like, yeah, GATEN.
Belgium loves you.
I see. Thank you. Thank you.
So GATEN, as we're a little short on time, it's Sunday, so we only have like half an hour.
That's upsetting. I'm upset about that.
I know.
These are my favorite. I get to do what I do best. I just talk. A lot. A lot.
So talk fast.
Okay.
All right. We'll open up the floor for questions from the audience, and we'll start with you.
I see myself right there, and I don't like it, like at all. Like there's like a screen right here, and I'm just like looking at my face. So I'm good. Everything's like, oh my god, my hair's so frizzy. Oh my gosh.
Go ahead.
Hi. I can see you though. What? Oh hey.
Hi, GATEN.
Hi.
You have a beautiful voice.
Oh, thank you.
And we know that Finn, Millie, Sadie love to sing.
So is Caleb.
Really?
Yeah, he was on Broadway. He was in The Lion King.
That's true.
It is true.
But who sings the most in the set?
Who sings the most?
Yes.
Well, if we're talking, like, Millie makes a lot of videos singing. Finn does a lot of gigs with the band. He sings a lot there. I do a lot of gigs with the band that I have. Caleb doesn't sing as much as I'd like to hear him because he has a beautiful voice. Sadie sings a lot. Me and Sadie sing like show tunes randomly. But I feel like when it comes to like random everyday life, I feel like I gotta take that top spot. Me and Millie probably have to take that top spot because we just like start singing randomly.
Yes.
Like I do what's terrible for your voice. Like I'll just be sitting there and I'll just sing a high note that I like practiced in the shower earlier, just to like see if I still had it later in the day. And I scare the crap out of my teacher. It's awesome. Like I'm sitting there doing math problems and it's like, and it's like, Jesus, stop. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
I'm Kira and I'm
Hi, Kira.
10 years old. And my mom watched Stranger Things, but she thinks I'm too young. But could you convince her to let me watch it?
Whoa, wait. Hang on a second, you're putting me in a corner here. How old are you?
10.
10? Ah! You see, I wouldn't have been allowed to watch the show when I was your age. I wasn't allowed to. Well, the thing is that like my mom and my dad were always pretty strict about what I watch, which I'm pretty grateful for. Like, I think it makes sense. But then like Netflix happened, and like by the time I was like 13, 14, I would just like watch whatever I wanted. And they like didn't know. Like, I just like watched. I'm like, they're like, don't watch this. I'm like, okay. And I watch stuff, like scary movies. Do you get scared easily?
No.
That was hesitant. What's the scariest movie you've ever seen?
I don't know.
You don't know. Have you seen any scary movies?
Yeah, but I don't know.
You don't know. What's a scary movie that you've seen that you thought that was scary?
I saw a little bit of Chucky, but then I stopped.
Yeah, you're good. Oh wait, did it scare you too much?
A little bit.
That's hard. Cause I mean, like nowadays, like Chucky's is like, it's a classic, but like, does it really like hold up with the scariness? It's kind of funny. To be honest with you, it's pretty funny. Yeah, I don't know. It depends on how. It's a fly. Depends on how easily scared. If you're scared easily, I don't think you should watch it until maybe a little bit older.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Now I feel bad. Watch it. Go ahead. I'll be irresponsible. Of course I want you to watch it. I'm just trying to be a responsible person in front of people. But if you asked me when I was little, I'm like, yeah, watch it. Don't tell your parents. But no, but listen to your parents.
Hi.
Why are you clapping? I just did a terrible thing.
With season 3 of Stranger Things coming up earlier in a few months, are there any specific dynamics between characters that you're looking forward to seeing
Yes.
developed?
Thank you for that awesome question, and I'm sorry I cut you off. I just get really excited. Yes, and I'm not allowed to talk about them. There are cool dynamics with my character and several characters that I'm really excited to. Yeah, I get to interact with a lot of cool characters that I'm very excited about. Several new actors in the show who I get to interact with quite a bit, and I'm very excited about it. So, enjoy.
Thank you.
There's another unexpected duo. Like I had one with Steve, and we still have our duo, but there's another unexpected duo that I have with someone else, which is very funny and very fun as well, which you guys are gonna like. I think. I liked it. It was so much fun filming it, but yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
So my best friend is too shy to ask the question, but that's why I'm here.
Okay.
So she would like to know, when do you plan on playing in musicals again?
Quite soon. As soon as I can. You know, I mean, when it comes to school and it comes to the show and everything, it's kind of hard to balance that. Because with musicals, especially if you have a longer run, you have the whole rehearsal process, which takes about 3 weeks. Usually a show's rehearsal process is 3 weeks, which doesn't seem like a long time to put on that entire production, but we get it done somehow. It's usually like, in professional productions, it's like, go the whole time. But when I'm doing like my high school show, no one cares. Like they do like 3-month rehearsal processes and no one's ready at all until like opening night. Even then, like no one's ready. So you have the rehearsal process, and then it's a scheduled thing. You have a show pretty much every night. So you can't do other projects while you're doing musicals, obviously, because it's live theater and you gotta be dedicated to where you are there. So I gotta wait probably until maybe a summer production or until I'm out of school and Stranger Things has finished up.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. But I definitely plan on it, and I want to so bad. It's my favorite.
Hi there.
Hi there.
Vex is all about a lot of anime, so I wondered
Anime.
if you watch anime or not.
Not much. I watched some stuff that my friend watched. I watched the first season of Attack on Titan, and then I watched the first season of Sword Art Online. And both of those were cool. Like I haven't seen the second season of Attack on Titan. Has it come out on disc yet? Has it come out on DVD?
Yes, I think so.
It has? Cool. I'll get it. Because I love the first season. It was awesome. And I watched it that was a while ago. Jeez, I watched that probably like 4 years ago. Was it like 4 years ago? Like the first season came out?
I think so, but
Yeah.
a lot has changed in the second season.
No, I can imagine. Yeah, I heard some crazy stuff happens. But yeah, I want to get this for that. That's really cool. That's probably the one show that I've like dedicated to watching.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi. What are we clapping for? I watched the TV show.
Hi, so it's Stranger Things 3.
Yes.
You guys are teenagers.
Indeed.
Does it really change to a lot of characters in the movie? Like, of course, for Mike and 11, it
Yeah.
will change, but will it change for you?
Well, everyone changes when they're teenagers. That's just how it goes, emotionally especially. And of course, they really touched on it. And you even see it in the trailer. They touch on it, saying we're not kids anymore, which we are. But, yeah, I think that it takes place in the summer, and I think that we're going into our well, they don't touch on this in the show, but the next school year will be their freshman year of high school. They're going into high school for the first time. That's not really a subject of the season because it takes place in the summer, but that's how old they are. So I think they're probably like 13, 14 at this time, probably 14, 15. But yeah, it's around that time they start to like feel like they're growing up a little bit. They're getting out of middle school. They're going into that older stage. It's their last summer as middle schoolers. They're about to go into that final 4 years of life before they're adults. And so a lot of people that go into that stage in life want to grow up really fast. They want to rush through high school and they want to just move on as quick as possible. They don't want to be kids anymore. And I feel like that's kind of what it touches on with some of the characters wanting to preserve what they have now, and some of the characters like, oh, adulthood. Come on, yeah. So they do touch on that.
Right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
So how long does it take to record season 3?
How long does it take to record a season?
Yes.
Okay, well, season 1, I don't know what the longest season was. It was either 2 or 3. I'm probably wrong. It might have been 1, but they're long. It doesn't feel like they should take that long, though. They take a really long time. And then I hear shows that have way more episodes than us, and they're like, yeah, we were done in like 2 months. I'm like, what? We have an 8-episode show. About an hour an episode. It's 8 hours and stuff, and it takes like 7 months to film it all. It's like, oh my goodness, it's such a long process. But it's worth it. I mean, we take our time and we want it to be as perfect as possible, so it's worth it once the final product comes out. Yeah, it takes a while though. Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
My question is, if you could work with any other actor or actress, who would it be?
On the show or in real life?
No, in real life.
I gotta think about this. Oh, goodness. That's hard. Tom Hanks has always been one of my favorites. Will Smith. They've both always been up there as the actors who have inspired me with their work. It would be awesome to work with them. I don't know how I would ever work with them. I don't know what kind of projects would bring us together. That would be cool though. Probably that. But actress-wise, that's really hard. I don't know. Viola Davis is just amazing, and I just have the utmost respect for her, and the love she gives to the craft and the dedication she puts into each of the roles. You just see it on screen. You just see how devoted she is to the work. So definitely her just to experience that type of professionalism and experience from an actress. Probably, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
What was the biggest fail that happened on set?
Biggest fail? Casting me. I swear they regret it to this day. No, but it's actually funny. Our biggest fail was probably the first day of filming season 1. The first day on set, where anybody was on set. It was we have what is called the giggles, and the giggles are like the common cold. They come out of nowhere. You expect them to come. It's gotta happen, but you just gotta wait it out and let it happen, because there's nothing you can do to stop it. It's like the common cold, and it's terrible to get the giggles on your first day of work. It's like going to a job for the first day and messing everything you possibly could, messing it up completely. And all of the kids had it, and I could tell that Matt and Ross throughout that day were like, what have we done? I feel like this is a disaster. And we got everything done, obviously. It was just really exciting. We were all really nervous, but we had a lot of giggles that day, which is not good. But we got everything sorted together as the week went on. So yeah, probably our first day was our biggest fail, just because it was so clunky and weird. But every first day is going to be like that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hi. I keep wanting to wave at the screen. I'm like, that's not where you are. You're over there. I can see you. Hi.
Why did season 3 only come out on July 4 when you have already finished filming?
I think it has to do with, she was so passive aggressive. She's like, so how come it's done? You don't want to give it to us? It has to do with the timing of the season. I think they wanted to match up with the show. Like last season was released during Halloween. The season took place around Halloween. This season takes place around 4th of July, and they want to release it around that time, like to coincide with the seasons. I think it's cool. I think they're starting with that. For the first season, it didn't really matter. The first season was released July 15th, I believe it was, and it took place on November 6th. It was the first day. So it was, how do I know that? I vividly remember those dates. Nothing about the show. I vividly remember those dates though. But what's that? Is that like a truck or something? I thought it was just me going crazy. It has to do with the timing of the show. Yeah. If I could release it sooner, people ask me to release it sooner. They're like, can you tell them to release it now? I'm like, yeah, I'll put in a good word for you. So this person came up to me, I'll go to Netflix and be like, so this person came up to me on the street and they said they want it now? Can we work something out? Like, no, I can't do that. You gotta wait. I gotta wait. I want it to be out now. I'm nervous. Yeah, so sorry. I love you.
Okay, I have a second question.
Oh, we got a double whammy.
I just had a photo with you at a photo shoot, and I wanted to give you a present. Can I bring it to you right now?
Yeah.
Thank you.
What's that? Is it chocolate? It's chocolate. Yes, thank you. I would start eating it now, but I'm so full from lunch. I'm so full. Oh wait, there's more. Oh, what's so much? Do you want me to read it in private or want me to read it out loud? I'll read it in private. You want to read out? I'll read it in private. We got more questions to do. I swear I'll read it. I'll read it right now. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's very sweet of you. All my friends and my family keep asking me to bring back chocolate, and so many people have brought me chocolate. I was worried that I wouldn't have time to get them any, but yeah. I got chocolate. Thank you so much.
Hi.
Hi.
First, I want to say that you're such a great actor.
Thank you very much.
And the question is actually from a friend of us.
From a few of you?
Yeah, from a friend of us.
Oh, from a friend of you. Cool.
Yes, she made something for you, but she can't give it with a photo shoot. So she asked to us if we can give it to you right now.
Oh, okay, another one of those. All right, you can get over here. You can come up here. We're going to go to the next question too, so we can keep things moving because we only got how many minutes? I've probably been up here for 29 minutes and 55 seconds. So I didn't even know.
I don't want to be the bad guy.
No!
But let this be the final gift giving and.
Oh, yeah. I know you're saying it like that. Thank you. Oh, that's actually really cool. Thank you. How much time do we have left?
5 minutes.
Oh, jeez. Rapid fire!
You spend a lot of time on set, but do you have enough time for school?
I do. Yeah. When I'm on set, I have a tutor, and all the work that I have for my public school at home, they send it to me when I'm there, and I do all the work there. And then when I'm home, I just go to school. I've actually been home for quite a while. Since November we got back, so I've been back since then, and I've been in school, and so for whenever I'm not on set, excuse me, I get to be home and I get to go to school and everything, but when I'm back on set, I definitely have time for school. Stay in school, people ask, people get surprised when I tell them that I still go to school. Why? I'm 16, I go to school. Thank you. Hi.
In the trailer, you sprayed Lucas's face with the Fabergé hairspray.
Yeah.
Does that mean that Steve is still giving you tips for your hair?
I think it's the same can that I had from the previous, from the snowball. I don't think he used it much afterwards. He might have, or maybe he just got another one. It's probably just the same tips that I just remembered from before. Yeah, it might be the same model I never used after that. Because it was kind of a disaster. It didn't really work out for him, so. Thank you.
So on Stranger Things season 1 and 2, you play different types of roles. Sometimes you play comedy or action or serious.
Yeah.
Which one do you like most to do?
Well, they're all different entities. What's great about the characters is that I get to do all of those. I think he's pretty much recognized for most of his comedic stuff, which is really fun. I love making people laugh. It makes me feel awesome. But it's so much fun making people laugh, and that's what I love to do outside of filming anyway. But getting into a dramatic role in a dramatic setting is really cool. Like some days, when you do it for too long, it starts to drain you, and then that night, like you like cry in bed and just cry yourself to sleep. Like sometimes, like when it's like on rough days where like you just like invest yourself completely into a scene, and then realize you've only got one scene done. You're like, oh my god, that's the worst. And then, thankfully, I haven't had scenes like so many other people have, where they need to go through very, very dramatic situations and scenes that bring back memories or just overflow them with a feeling of dread. And that's why you got to be very, very smart when you're gonna be very careful when you're acting, because a lot of people will get way too invested and actually hurt themselves, and that's not very safe. But it's very fun. It feels like an adventure. So I gotta say that comedy is fun to do all the time. Dramatic work is fun to do. It's like such an intense feeling, but you gotta use it sparingly. So I don't know how people do like really intense plays like every single night. It's insane to me how they do that.
Thank you so much.
Hi.
Hi.
So, when we're filming Stranger Things, either season 1 or 2, what was your favorite part?
What's my favorite part? Going home. Next question. Probably going to Atlanta. I love that city. We film in Atlanta, Georgia, in the States, which is pretty far from my home. It's very different from my home, so I love traveling. It's always so much fun. I love the city. It's become like a second home to me. I spent half the year there, and I made a lot of friends down there. So it's anytime I go there, I'm like, I'm like a second home. And anytime I go home, I'm like, I'm home. So it's like I have two homes, and I've got like two different feelings of like family in two different areas of the country, which is really cool. And we have a silence breaker. Yes. It's your turn.
Hi. So my question is not really related to Stranger Things, but I know you've been in musicals, and I know you're a fan of musicals.
I am the fan of musicals.
So what would you say is your all-time favorite Broadway musical?
My all-time favorite, it's gotta be Les Mis. That's where I started, that's what got me into theater. That's a lot of ringing! So I'm just going crazy. It's what got me into theater, it's what got me into acting to begin with. It's what got me excited to start acting. Like the minute I got my audition for Les Mis, I'm like, let's do this. And then I didn't get Les Mis until like 3 years after my audition because I kept auditioning and I was too small. And then I finally got it. But that was my complete motivation for an entire 3 years of my life, was to get that part. And I finally did it, and it paid off completely. It was amazing, the best experience of my life. As of right now, I'm only 16, obviously. But as of now, it's the best experience of my life, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. So, Les Mis, definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can we just keep it going? I know we're probably out of time, but I want to keep it going just because I like this.
Hi, so my question might be a little weird. How has staring on Stranger Things affected your life?
How does what?
How does staring on Stranger Things affect your life?
That's not a weird question at all. It's affected my life in pretty much every way. I try and make sure that it doesn't affect certain aspects, like my home life and everything at school and my motivations and my determinations. And you always have to remember why you started in the first place. The reason you started in the first place is hopefully the reason you start acting in the first place is because you want to be satisfied and you want to enjoy the work that you do in your life. If you're acting to become famous, you're acting for the wrong reasons and you're not going to get far. Sadly, some people do end up doing this. A lot of stories of people like that who go for the wrong reasons and then it backfires on them and they're left with something they can't take back. And now, because of the work that I do, I'm recognized by a lot of people. And I'm very grateful for everybody. I'm happy to know that people are connected to the work that I do and that I'm able to make people happy with it. It's amazing, but you have to make sure that you pace yourself. You can't just be in that lifestyle for too long. You can't just immerse yourself in a type of life where people don't know you, where the people you're closest to don't know who you are and don't understand exactly what you go through. You gotta have people that have been with you from the beginning. You gotta have people who are there for you and not for Dustin or for any part that you play. Because there are a lot of people who I've met, who I've become very, very close with, who I love very much and who I trust very much. But it's important that I stay close to my family because I know that if I have to fall back on anybody, I have them. You have to stay grounded, you have to know your roots, and you have to know why you started. And that's what I always try and remember, because it has affected pretty much every part of my public life.
Hi.
Hi.
So my question is, if you know there were any scenes in Stranger Things that were improvised, and if you thought they were smart, or if you want to improvise in the future.
A lot of it, most of it's not. Like the script itself, a lot of the funniest stuff is scripted. There are some, I feel like the most improv stuff that I've gotten to do is with Joe. I know a lot of you guys met Joe last time he was here, right? Yeah, like a bunch of people met Joe in here. He's awesome. And working with him was amazing. There's this scene that we did in season 3, so I can't talk about it, sorry. I'm not talking about it. Some sorry, but there's a scene that we did, and they just had us just go with it. They're like, go with this one line and just keep talking. It's obviously when we're arguing about something. And that's always the funniest when you improvise, and we just unlocked new doors and just developed our characters' relationship in that one scene. So much with just a little bit of funny dialogue that we got to do on our own. And it was amazing, and it made that day so much better. And it was only like 20 minutes of improvising. It was awesome though. It was great.
Thank you.
Sean Levy definitely lets us do the most improvising. He's definitely the right. MATARAZZO, they let us, everyone gives us so much freedom, but I feel like we stick to the script a lot more with other directors, but Sean lets us just go for it. And he usually is like, all right, let's go back to the script. He'll definitely experiment and try things out, which is very fun.
Hello.
Hello.
So my question for you is, imagine having a time machine, and so you could go back in time, and you could go for a role, like any role you've ever wanted, any movie at all.
Any movie.
Which movie and which role would it be?
That's really hard. I thought we were gonna end like with the time machine thing and like where would I go? To answer that question, ancient Greece. That's so cool. But any movie, any role. Just one of the cantina musicians in Star Wars. I don't need to be Luke. I don't need to be Han or Chewie or Obi-Wan. I just want to be one of those cantina musicians that play one hell of a bop. Like that song, that's like the most iconic song. And like besides the like it's just funny because like it just like pans over to them and you're just like, all right. It's like a barbershop quartet, but in space. And it's so. And I just remember when I was like 4 watching it, it just made me laugh so hard. I just rewind and look at the cantina musicians. Yeah, just for some reason, those guys.
Hello?
Hello!
Sorry, my English is very, very bad.
It's okay, mine too.
I'm not listening my teacher at the school, but I have not a question for you.
Okay.
I'm just here for watch my face in the big TV.
Ah!
And it's so amazing.
Yeah?
No, I'm joking.
Yeah,
I just want to speak with you for thank for this moment and continue your job. You are good.
Thank you very much. Oh, that's very nice of you. Thank you. I clap. That's very sweet. Thank you very much.
I hate to be the bad guy again, but we've got time for one more question.
One more?
Just one more, sorry.
Can we do 2 more? Because I can't imagine how that feels, that one person to step up and be like, mine's next. And then they're like,
2 more.
2 more, okay. We'll make them quick. Okay. Hi.
So I just have a simple question.
Okay.
Do you ship Mike and 11?
I ship Mike and 11, yeah. Those characters, I mean, they were kind of written to be together, like, in the script. But it's kind of like, that was always the dynamic with the characters. They were always going to have them be a romantic thing. But they're very natural about it, and they're very realistic about it, which is really cool. I don't ship Finn and Millie, if that's what the question you're asking. No. We're all best friends, and that always makes it awkward. And that always gets, like whenever people ask like us that in public about like us like our cast members being together, it makes us really angry. Because it's like looking at like you're up there with your siblings and someone's like, you two should date. Like, like no, yeah, no, thank you. But yeah, I ship Mike and 11 for sure. Yeah, thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
What Stranger Things season was the most fun to film?
3. And I wish I could tell you why. No, 3, I just feel like there was a lot of just development with certain relationships that I'm really excited for people to see. The work I got to do with new actors was a lot of fun. The places we get to go, the whole set, it was like panned out really weirdly. I was confused by that. But yeah, sure. The relationships that were developed during the season were really cool. It's a lot of fun, and the places we all get to go for the season are also a lot of fun. It kind of brought us out of our comfort zone. We were kind of used to the same spots for season 1 and 2, and 3 we get to do a whole bunch of other stuff, like the mall, as you guys know. That's so much fun to film, and it's beautiful. They did a crazy job, and it's still there. It's at this mall that's like not a good mall, like a terrible mall in Georgia, and the company bought out half the mall, and they're like, can we use this for a show and completely renovate it just as half and close it off just so we can film a show here? And we're like, yeah. All right. So they cleared out that whole part of the mall and just built up this entire new 80s mall. And I think people go to it just to look around and take pictures and stuff. I don't think they're supposed to, but they do it. Yeah, it's so cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
I feel we could go on forever, but we haven't got forever.
Too. I love this. This is amazing.
I just want to say, and I think I speak for everyone in the room, it's been an absolute pleasure having you with us.
Thank you,
Belgium
guys.
loves you. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up